We are going to discuss question number 5.20, and in this question it is given to you a batsman deflect a ball by an angle of 45 degree without changing its initial speed, which is equal to 54 km per hour. Okay, what is impulse imparted to the ball? Clear. Mass of a ball is given 0.15 kilogram. Clear. So now we can say a batsman deflect a ball by an angle of 45 degree, clear, without changing its initial speed. So let's suppose I am drawing here a bat. Let's suppose this is bat. Let's suppose this is a cricket bat, clear. Let's suppose initially ball is coming from this direction and initial speed is given 54 km per hour. So we can convert into meter per second like this, 5 by 18, and we can say this is what, 3, we can say 15 meter per second, clear. So let's suppose I am assuming ball is coming from this side to the bat with this velocity 15 meter per second. Now in this question it is given that a batsman deflect a ball by an angle 45 degree without changing its initial speed. So definitely let's suppose in this direction this ball is deflected, clear, speed is same. So I am taking, let's suppose this is V2 because direction is changed, clear. If we are talking about velocity, with velocity magnitude and the direction both are associated, clear. So I can say this is V2 and we can say this angle is given, this is 45 degree, clear everyone, this is 45. Okay, so now our objective here in this question is to calculate impulse. Now you know, for the impulse we know impulse is equal to change in momentum, yes or no. So change in momentum means we need a change in velocity, clear. So from here you can say we can write like this. If we want to find change in velocity, change in velocity is written that is final velocity minus initial velocity, yes or no. It means, let's suppose if I draw this curve in a vector form, how can I draw? Listen carefully. Let's suppose I am saying this is V2, this value we have V2, clear. Now I am writing here this is minus V1 because this is change in velocity. It means I can say velocity vector of this V1 is changes, so I can say this is V1, clear. This value we have V2, so resultant velocity is given by this vector, clear. This is vector V, clear. So from here we can say, let's suppose this is vector V, or you can say this is change in velocity, clear. Or let's suppose you can assume this is delta V, so this is delta V, clear everyone. Now my objective here in this question is to calculate first what is change in velocity. So if I find here magnitude, how I can find? I can calculate magnitude by this formula, V1 square plus V2 square plus 2V1 V2 cos of theta, clear. So I can say V1 square plus V2 square plus 2V1 V2. Now what is angle between two vectors? We can say V2 and V1, clear. So definitely we can see here, if we are talking about angle, so if you extend this one, definitely you can say this angle is 45, clear. So angle between two vectors, here we have cos of 45, clear. So now I can calculate, if I put here values, under root of V1 square, V1 means we can say 15, so we can say this is 15 square plus 15 square plus 2, this is 15, this one is 15, and we can say this is 1 by root 2, clear everyone. So now we can say this is given by we can say this is 225 plus this one is also 225 plus we can say this is 225 and this one is 450 into 1 by root 2, clear. You can also write like this, this is equal to under root of 225 multiply 2 plus this is 225 multiply 2, so we can say 225 under root 2, clear. So if you take here common 225, we can say this is equal to 15. So change in velocity in magnitude, this is given by 15 under root of, we can say 2 plus 1.41, clear. So from here we can say this is 15 multiply 3.41, clear. So can we calculate and square root of 3.41, clear. So can we calculate this value under root of 3.41, clear. Now actually we know if we talk about 3.41. So 341. We can say near about we have 17, 18, 18. 18 we can say 18 is equal to 342, 324. Yes, 18 square root of 324 we have 18. So it means we can say this is something multiplied 18. So we can say approximately this is 1.8. Clear? So what I am saying to you, actually you have to take here a simple calculation. So I can say 15 multiply 1.8. Clear? So from here you can say we can say 120. So this is 0 we have. So from here we can say resultant velocity or resultant change in velocity we are getting 27 meter per second. Clear to everyone? Yes. But our objective in this question is to calculate impulse imparted. So how can we calculate impulse? I can say impulse imparted, this is given by impulse. Impulse is given by mass into change in velocity. Clear? Because we are talking about just magnitude, I can say m. M is given, yes, 0.15 and it is multiply change in velocity. Change in velocity have 27 meter per second. So this is 27. So from here you can say I can write like this into 27. So now we can say 8, 127, 135. So we can say 5, we have 13, 30. So we can say 435 divided by 100. Clear? So from here you can say we are getting value of impulse. This is equal to 4.35 and this one is kilogram and we can say meter per second. Clear? So this is value of impulse, or we can say this is impulse imparted to the ball by batsman. Clear everyone? So this is all about this question.